Von Braun and his team of rocket scientists came in 1950 to a very small agricultural Alabama town that was willing to learn and willing to accept what they brought. When people come here and they learn that, they're surprised perhaps. They may not have realized the role that Alabama has played in the space industry. You don't go anywhere in space without Huntsville because this is where all the propulsion work is done. When our trainees come to space camp, from wherever they are, they learn how an idea can become a reality through a lot of hard work, a lot of dreaming.
Yes, the people have been coming and going. I've been doing this about 60 years.
When this place is gone, or when Mr. Gibson's gone, this place will cease to exist. I seen an interview with Mr. Gill on television, and they were trying to talk to him about this place, and he was trying to talk to him about Jesus. And that got to me. I grew up preacher's son, and for some reason, my daddy could never seem to stay in white churches long, but we spent a lot of time in black churches, which there ain't but one church anyway.
The fact that this church survived the war between the states has to do with that limestone carving over the main doors, "Reverence my sanctuary." When the federal troops looked around and they wanted a church to stable their horses, and the captain of the guard saw that sign, said, "Wait a second, this is a sign from God. We cannot go into this church building." Many churches built before the war, the African Americans were relegated to a gallery. We did not build a gallery, but African Americans who were a part of our congregation initially were seated in the sanctuary. There are folks who have more conservative stands on issues and folks who have more progressive stands on issues, but yet we remain united as a people.
There were some things happening that attributed to my behavior. You know, like being kicked out of school for talking to white girls in the corridor. Like I say, this was when integration first started.
Didn't really know when we were interviewing people about music in Huntsville that we were going to learn about this big displacement of African Americans from the heart of the city to the northwest.
It provides another market aside from going to the brick and mortar stores. Maybe find an unusual piece that you've been looking for everywhere and can't find, maybe you can find it here.
A lot of Huntsville's about the space program, so Monkey Knot is a reference to Miss Baker, the little monkey they shot up into space.
I think any kind of adaptive reuse like this is kind of essentially American. I think whenever you kind of take what you have and then make it kind of fit your needs, I think that is essentially an American thing to do.
Most of our material does come from a gentleman who does architectural salvage all over the country. We go to him and pull the colors, the textures, anything that we feel will make an interesting piece.
Well, American culture is kind of a gumbo, which means it's sort of got a base, maybe some basic things to the culture, but then all these different ingredients mix in. Some maybe saute and simmer, you know, some have been in the stew a long time. Other things might be added in garnishes.
Right now we got such extreme partisanship in this country that we really can't cooperate.
We're so different in politics. There's not even any common ground to talk about, and that bothers me a little bit.
God, guns, and guts. You know, this country was founded on people that were brave enough and tough enough to stand up to somebody that they didn't agree with.
American culture is like something you like.
It's accepting everyone and whatever their culture brings with them. You know, I was born in Oklahoma from native cultures, and yet I can carry that through my entire life into any field of endeavor, even into the space program, and it's still accepted there.
Maybe what their ancestors might have done, and they keep repeating that.
Diversity kind of like jammed into one place.
Everybody, you know, when we're in college, all have a dream is, you know, we have to come to the United States. And the reason is that, you know, there's gold everywhere.
Or it's our heart, you know?
God bless you here, brother.
Thank you.
And be welcome to it at any time.